Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Recycling Center Simulator, a game that you can find on Steam for about 15 bucks. There is a demo, so you can try it before you buy it. So the resolution options were a bit funky. There was only 3 to choose from. This being a playaway title, I kind of expected that. It was kind of difficult to get started right out of the gate. I don't know what it is, but playaway titles and I just typically don't get along. Anyway, so what is this game all about? Well, it's a game about getting recyclables by going to various physical sites and then loading your truck with them, bringing them back, sorting it, and then selling it to the marketplace or to various contracts. So a lot of haggling. I hate this part of the game. I hate the haggling. And you're constantly going back and forth with these people. You're going to haggle to, go to scrap deals. Scrap deals, again, are places that you go to get all of the scrap loaded onto your truck. And that's to start everything. And then you're also going to be haggling when you're selling your stuff after you've sorted it and all that jazz and processed it. But you go to the truck, you go to the site, and then the game becomes a hide-and-seek simulator where you're trying to find all of the objects in the environment. Some of them can be picked up and put into like a garbage bag, while others have to be manually carried back to your truck. And with my tendonitis, this game, it really aggravates it. I would have liked, maybe for an extra 25 bucks, just have the stuff loaded and sent to my site automatically so that I don't have to deal with this part of the game for physical reasons. My wrist is extremely annoyed right now. Let's just say that. So once you load everything onto the truck and you bring it back and then you put it onto the sorting machine, and then if you're doing this yourself, meaning there is employees in this game, but before you get access to them, you have to manually sort them through a mini game. You have to click and drag the items into the various bins. And after you do that, they appear as like little containers, and you bring these containers over to your processing area to get sorted. There's different machines. The blue machine is for like paper, and the yellow machine is for plastic, the red one's for wood, and so on. And each of these machines will have different recipes that you can queue up. So you're going to dump all of the processed, like you're gonna all the sorted stuff into a machine, and then you're going to process it into something. And that's what the marketplace will buy, and that's what various contracts on your computer will buy. And once they're done processing, like once these raw goods are done processing into finished goods, you're then going to sort of ferry them over to, there's a little storage area next to your processing area. But this is another part of the game that's monotonous. You have to get these pallets, and then you also have to drive the little pallet jack. It takes some getting used to, but you physically have to like bring the stuff over to the storage area. That's a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. And especially more so when you get, 5 different machines or so for the 5 different materials that you've got going. And some of the material is just going to kind of sit there in storage until you get the machine for them. So in the beginning of the game, you really only want to take, you only want to go to sites that offer a lot of blue paper or a lot of yellow plastic if you've got those particular machines. If you don't have a metal machine yet, don't take a contract that would give you a lot of metal to sort and to process. You don't want that. You want the stuff that you can process and eventually sell, because there is money in this game and you have a limited amount of it. You will be leveling up over time too, which is nice. And some of these locations have like locked registers that you can lockpick, or a door that you can lockpick. And what's annoying is you get the lockpick at level 3, and the game will tease you. There's a door, but you can't open it yet because you don't have a lockpick because you're not the right level yet. And then when you finally get the lockpick, you open up the stupid door, and then there's a box there that you need a crowbar for, and that crowbar is unlocked at level 6. So it's just, yeah, well, anyway. So this is the repetition. This is the repetition. Buy a contract that you can go to the site, or buy a contract where you can go to the site, go to the hide and seek thing, get all this stuff, load it to your truck, bring it back, sort it, take that sorted stuff individually to their individual appropriate processing machines, and then put it into storage, and then sell that stuff. It's just one big loop, gameplay loop. And again, like I said, you will be able to hire employees. It's not like readily apparent, but you can actually tell the one guy that you get to sort as well. So you don't have to manually go through that stupid mini game anymore. Once you get him, just talk to him and tell him that you want him to sort, and he'll do it automatically. It takes a little bit of time. It's much easier. Once you get into the other stuff, I mean, there's not a whole lot to do outside of that. There is a couple of upgrades you can take. You can make your factory bigger, like your whole area bigger. You can expand the size of your storage and your processing area and all that jazz. And again, like I said, there is some equipment that you will eventually get, but it's locked behind level, and that's true for everything, whether it's machines or tools or whatnot. But I kind of liked this. I liked it more than I thought I would, but the main issues are, my tendonitis, the constant clicking. It's not friendly at all for that kind of thing. And the constant haggling, that is incredibly annoying. I don't like that. Just, to be fair, you can just take the deal outright, but sometimes, I mean, in the beginning, it's much better just to bargain because, like, you have limited money anyway. So between the constant clicking, moving around, picking stuff up, bringing it to the truck or whatever, like, it's taxing on the hand. And also the haggling is constant. But I like the business aspect of it. Like, I enjoyed taking the contracts and processing things, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of automation there is outside of employees. That's assuming I get there. My problem is, again, I can only play this game in limited spurts because that would irritate my tendonitis. So I have to be super careful not to aggravate it. So I kind of recommend this game, but if you're like me and have issues with constant clicking, you're gonna have a hard time with this, I think. I wish the developer would have added more accessibility options for people like me. Again, that whole going to the site and spending 10 minutes picking stuff up, bringing it to the truck. Just offer a thing where for $20, it just happens automatically. It's assumed that you paid someone to go get the stuff and bring it back. You could have done that with it. You know what I mean? That's an accessibility option that should be in this game that it isn't. And again, this being a playaway title, it is a bit janky in some places. Again, especially the options menu. There's only 3 resolution options for some reason, none of which are my preferred resolution. I like 2560 by 1440, so I can play windowed mode and still record with OBS because I have a 4K monitor. But it's not a thing. It's really weird. So play the demo first and maybe get this on a sale. That's my recommendation. It's not bad, but it could be improved in a couple of areas. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.